hopefully you find some inspiration in this video, or just find something to take away from this video. This video is more of a story. It's more like a story. Yeah, pretty much. It is a story of how self-improvement, how the gym saved my life. It literally saved my life. And I'm just going deep into my psyche, and because a lot of the memories um, I suppressed, I pushed them down, because especially, you go through hard stuff in life, you do your best to try to forget about it. And honestly, there's a point of time where I literally force myself to forget things. I force myself to forget moments of my life, deep scars in my life. So I had to just sit down, kind of write it out. So I have a little script. So I just write some stuff out, and I don't know, just I would like listening to music, trying to go back to. It's kind of because I try to forget and try to suppress those memories, those painful memories. But now I'm going back. I'm rewinding the tape, trying to go back and see those memories again, to hopefully inspire you, hopefully motivate you to start going to the gym, start self-improvement, and actually just go all into this. So, even though I wrote 2019 7th grade on this, I'm going to take you back all the way to 3rd grade, just so you can understand my psyche more. This is a summed up version of my story. So, basically, I used to live in Hawaii. If you know that about me, I live in Hawaii. So this is about second grade, first or second grade. Honestly, I did not fit in at all. I didn't have that many friends, quote unquote friends. Like at recess, everyone else was playing. There's kids playing soccer. I sucked at soccer. I was not athletic at all. I did not have anything I was good at. I was okay at kickball, occasionally, do decent. But yeah, I honestly had nothing I was good at. And all my friends, they were like on the soccer team and dribbling the ball left to right. And I did not relate to them at all. Because my parents were very strict, and because they're like strict Christians, which I respect them for that. But like they did not let me watch anything. Like they didn't let me watch Power Rangers. They didn't let me watch like Pokemon Go or like Pokemon and all these cool things. And everyone at school was talking about them. So I did not relate to any of them. I did not relate to any of them. Like, oh Cody, you watch Pokemon? No. Do you watch Power Rangers? The green one's my favorite one. You watch it? No. Like, I did not relate to them at all at any level. And this led to basically someone taking advantage of that. Someone who used to call my best friend. And honestly, I did not know how that kid knew anything about this and how he like manipulated me pretty much. So pretty much he like watched Godzilla. He was like into Godzilla and stuff like that. He told me about it. He showed me like a little bit of Godzilla. My mom did not like because it's a monster. It was kind of dumb, and pretty much um yeah, he manipulated me. This is like first, second grade into basically touching him. This is pretty deep for me, so it may take a minute. Just try to remember exact details. And yeah, he manipulated me into touching me and touching him. And this is probably went on for like 2 3 weeks before like someone caught us. And I have no clue what any of that meant. I had no clue like pleasure from that. I thought it was just like this is how you pee, right? Like, use your thing to pee, right? That's it. Nothing else. So like I was like, why are you doing this? And he threatened like, oh, I'm gonna end this friendship. Which honestly, at that point, I had like no friends. I'm gonna end this friendship if this best friend relationship if you don't do this with me. And I was just like, I'm a little kid, man. I just want some friends. I'm like lonely by myself. No one else like want to play with me. I didn't have Minecraft. I didn't. Well, at that time, we didn't have Minecraft. I got Minecraft later, but then that was like the complete unupdated version of Minecraft. I didn't have any new consoles. People were talking about having Xboxes, having this and that. I didn't have any of it. Not the Wii U, not the PS4, none of it. We didn't even have a flat screen TV. We had one of those old janky big box TVs. It was, I didn't relate to anyone. So I was outcasted alone by myself. So if you see that lonely kid in class, you should hang out with them. But anyways, I was pretty much getting manipulated. Later on, I like actually like now understand like, oh, that's what he's trying to do. I see. So that didn't really affect my psyche then, but later it kind of like takes more, I don't know, damage, I guess I'll say. Maybe. Okay. Give me a split second. Hey, blow real quick. Hey, if you haven't already, like and subscribe, bro. Like and subscribe. This channel here is to help you become the top 1%, become the alpha leader, become the best for yourself, become the true top 1% of man, competing against everyone. I'm on the journey too of developing myself and self-improvement and helping you and helping me become the best for yourself. As I grow, I hope you grow. Thank you, and let's see on the video. So fast forward like, so this is like first in grade. This is like fast forwarding seventh grade. So I transferred to the context. I transfer. So and after like first in grade, went to another elementary school in Hawaii, which the teacher was like a lot more harsh and a lot more strict. And honestly, like I guess I had like a lot more nicer teacher, quote unquote. So then like that kind of like, have you ever like yelled at and like you feel like really tightness in your throat? That's what it kind of felt like, and I kind of like little tears in my eyes because like that was my first time. It's kind of harsh. Having the bossy teacher is just like, bro, annoying. All right, so then after second grade, I transfer over to a public school since my parents took me to private school. I was that actually like that story in first second grade. I forgot it was the first or second grade when exactly it happened. That happened at Christian school in Hawaii. It's crazy. So anyways, fast forward a little bit. I third grade went to like some public school. Barely knew anyone, but then I like met a couple cool kids. Talked to like one or two kids there, and basically it was really hard because I had like a lot of friends and I did not know anyone at school. And then from there, I had to transfer over to a school in Texas because after third grade, we flew out to Texas because Hawaii is simply too expensive. And God called my family out to Texas. And that's where so that'll be fourth grade, yes. Fourth grade, went to another Christian school. But then the school shut down. I met like my quote unquote best friend. It's just the person I hanged out with the most, who I thought was pretty cool, and just who I said, and we kind of like made a fake best friend relationship, but reality, we had nothing in common. So like after that school shut down, tragically, ran out of funds, so school had to shut down. Christian school. So then this is 6th grade. Sorry, 5th grade. I moved to Christian school where I met my best friend. I met this dude who also like lied to me a bunch. So like I remember this one kid who's like telling me like the absolutely ridiculous things, and he always lied to me about like something more stupidest things. Like he's like, oh yeah, I saw a Hello Neighbor. Like it was like really stupid stuff. Like, oh yeah, I have the real Omnitrix from Ben 10 or some garbage like that. And like, 6th grade, bro. Honestly, it's like, are you lying to me? I was like, bro, you're lying to me. You're like, no, I'm not, bro. I'm telling you the truth. And I know this guy's lying, bro. And then like, I guess he did it all to like amuse me or impress me. But then like 90% of me like knew he was telling a lie, but then like part of me wanted to believe him and like develop an actual relationship. He was my quote unquote best friend. Honestly, it was a pretty toxic relationship. So then always lied to me about everything. Everything. And I don't know, it was just absolutely garbage relationship. Then I met my best friend there, who's still my best friend to now. We honestly, fast forward a little bit, 7th grade, that was my prime. That was like what I consider my prime. Like I was that was probably some of the happiest moments of my life, the 7th grade. And honestly, kind of getting sad just talking about it because I just kind of miss 7th grade. I wish I could just go back to 7th grade and live my prime years. That's where honestly I grew closest to God. That was the years where I just grew closest to Jesus. I was just like put everything out for Jesus and just really opened my heart up, and it was just amazing, man. Um, Honestly, 7th grade was the most funnest time of my life. It wasn't the fact that I had the latest Xbox or anything like that. Honestly, I did have an Xbox and I started playing video games with a friend, but it was just I had a really good relationship with my best friends. That's what it really was. Where after school, we would do the most dumbest stuff, but it was absolutely the most funnest stuff. So like we would like I remember this one moment where I was sliding down the stairs. My friend didn't tell me like, oh yeah, there's a certain spot you stopped at. So like I was riding downstairs and then there's like a little bump. So I bumped on it and hit in between my legs, bro. I was on the ground for minutes. That was just it was so painful then, but like I look back to that and I just kinda smile. I smile. And I remember moments of 7th grade where um we were climbing across tables. I was hanging out with the little kids, talking to some of them and acting like their best friend. Just because I don't know. Basically because in the previous years I hanged out in the little kids area, played with some of them. So then like I don't know, I just kind of like hanging out with them. So then, um, man, we just had such a fun time in 7th grade, and I remember like one trip. It was so fun. Like all we did is we played Clash Royale on our phones. Like we were just talking to each other, and I remember we were literally just running across the mall, eating like food, like some pretty good food. Like I don't know, some like knockoff Chinese food. And then we were just like running around the uh mall on this field trip. It was just absolutely so fun. We were taking pictures at some like really cool landmarks, and I remember that like there's even a scammer there. Like we went to a Mexican restaurant afterwards, but like there's just a scammer there who's like scamming us because basically he dropped like uh the guy from Pirates of the Caribbean. I forgot his name, like Jack Sparrow or something like that. And like he like literally smelled like smoke. Like he was like been smoking. He's just like, bro, you want to take a picture of me? And he's like, then we all like took a picture of him. And it was like pretty cool. It was a pretty cool moment though. And I remember that. It was just such good memories in 7th grade. But that was 2019. If you know 2020, COVID strikes. And that's where all of the quote unquote prime moments of my life, some of the most cherishable memories, cease and have to come to the end. You see, something that COVID-19 strikes. COVID-19 absolutely obliterates me. First, we had to leave the school because we're broke. So we have to go back to, I'm going to a charter school right now. So, basically, we can't go to Christian school anymore because we're broke. And we had to go to a charter school. So I had to leave my best friend behind. This is like my third best friend I built over the years. And this is like a serious, like, we relate to each other a lot. We play the same games. He introduced me to like Apex Legends, all these video games, Terraria, like all these really cool video games, teaching me so much about video games and stuff like that. And that was my end of my prime. 2020. COVID-19 strikes. Like, I remember the very first week when, like, 2019, when everything shuts down and, like, we had to do school online and we're just finishing out the year 2019, right? Or, yeah, 2019, 2020. We're finishing out the 7th grade school year. And I remember literally just, like, thinking that first week, oh, yeah, we get extra time off. We're playing more Apex Legends. We're playing more video games. Hee hee hee. I was blind. I didn't think of the consequence of that I'm never going to see my best friend ever. Sorry, not ever again, but like, I'm not going to go to school with him ever again. As of right now, at least. I'm not going to go to school. I won't be able to climb on the desks and walk with him. Like, literally jump from desk to desk in the library. I won't be able to ride down the stairs again with him. All the friends I made at that old school, I'm going to have to leave behind. Again. Let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, that's my 5th school I've been to. This is my 6th school. I had to leave all my friends behind every single time. So this is my 6th school. This is right now the school I'm in. This is my 6th school I'm in. Just because of money. And that was, so then later in 2020, pretty much we finished out the school year in 2019 to 2020. Actually, adjusting these dates, I just realizing, so I had to go to this new school. And honestly, oh, sorry. Oh, wait. These dates are wrong. These dates are right. Sorry. This is like 2020, right? Wait. So pretty much, the 8th grade year happens online. I did like online Chromebooks, online schooling. I was like, hopping on my phone and just doing random garbage. This video is gonna be a long one, definitely. But I remember this is the thing that I used to cheat and stuff like that. But I remember I used to really got into anime, but honestly, I was a complete loser then. I was a complete loser, completely degenerate in like all of 2020. I was like figuring out what beating my meat is. I ate a bunch of junk food, and all I did is eat like frozen deep fried food, jerk off, watch some anime. It's like watching My Hero Academia or something like that. Some complete garbage. That was a complete waste of my time. And then this is where stuff starts to click. And basically, we had a Chicago trip. It was really nice. We were going to Chicago. It was a really nice trip. And we were going to see family. Honestly, I loved doing that. I've also gone into magic tricks. So, I used to be into magic tricks and stuff like that. I probably can't barely remember any of that because it's been years since I did magic tricks. So, started doing magic tricks again, right? Or started doing magic tricks, sorry, then. So then I doing magic tricks, doing different things. And me and my family were going to see a family friend. I'm like, all right, and pack my stuff up. Going to see a family friend. I was wearing my Hero Academia anime hoodie and just like really weeb. I was complete weeb, bro. And I remember I used to like always listen to music, always just complete degenerate. And then I found someone I was genuinely interested in. But when I figured out I was interested in this girl who's like my family's friend, I had no risk, no confidence, no anything. And honestly, I figured out I was interested in them too late. I barely chimed in the conversation. My sister was doing all the talking. I was like looking at the ground most of the time, like I made zero eye contact that whole time, pretty much. And like I was like kind of like uptight in my hoodie, like kind of like doing whatever they're doing. They're playing, board game. We'll play the board game too. But I did barely any talking. I did a little magic trick show, and honestly, I remember just being so nervous around them, so unconfident, and it was just sad. So, like later, just keep in contact because she lives in Chicago and like I'm in Texas, so she gave me her number, and honestly, I acted so desperate. It was so sad, bro. I was like, I texted her so desperately because like she's the first person I'm interested in, even in like first, second, third grade, like when I was a little kid, like little kid. She came up to visit us in Hawaii. Well, she was like living in Arizona or whatever, and I had interest in her, like, but then I went like, oh whatever, I don't care about girls or whatever, as little. So then, but then this is like kind of like almost near high school, like someone I was generally interested in. So I was generally interested in this girl, and then yeah, doesn't work out at all. Like I tried like texting her, and I acted the most desperate. Like, honestly, like I don't know how to text anymore, but when if I showed you them, they're so desperate, so dry. It was just so sad. It was like, oh, hey, can you like I kept constantly texting her, oh, can you play Call of Duty Mobile with me? Oh, can you do this? And then she's like, sorry, I'm busy. She was busy, bro. She was the one who was like, doing sports, who was pretty much more masculine. I was the one like, oh, you wanna help me? Oh, you wanna do this? Blah, blah, blah. And within like 3, 4, 5 weeks, I only played with her once on like online. That was like less than 30 minutes, or like once or twice. It was so sad. I was so desperate. I never called her over the phone. It was just sad, and she was probably like already had a boyfriend, bro. It was just absolutely sad. So then I like had like little heartbreak, little season where I was like crying like 24/7. Like I was being a coward, bro. I was lost, man. And then later, I'm gonna fast forward a lot of this stuff because honestly, I need to speed this up. So starting, I'm going in person to the next school year. Don't know anyone, no one at all. I'm pretty much socially autistic because honestly, I have no social skills at all. I'm just absolutely garbage at everything in life. December. So fast forward, I start talking to this girl. She shows interest in me, from what I think at least. First, she hands me a note in the hallway, runs away. She says, "I like your smile." I think she like I start dreaming about it a bit, and I think she likes me, but I'm not interested in her. But then I force myself to be interested in her, and but we have very separating like religions, so pretty once again, heartbreak. And oh my god, I used to buy like so much gifts. Oh my god, I would spend all my allowance on just gifts for girls. It was just so sad. All my money. I remember just literally every single time like my wallet would be empty. it was just so sad. I hated it so much. And pretty much December, I ended things with her, and like I was like, hey, it's not gonna work out. You know, I'm Christian, you're Catholic. We have separating beliefs, and for like future relationships, I know that's not gonna be best. And I started listening to a lot of depressing music, and I was like really depressed at the time, very like anxious, suicidal, and I wanted to end it all. I just want all the pain to go away, everything. And later that year, so this is like that was freshman year. Later freshman year, I pretty much started having interest for someone, and I was genuinely scared of just being in love. Again, I didn't want to go to the pain, the constant, pain of falling in love with someone, trying to pursue a relationship, and then them breaking my heart. I listened to like certain love songs, like I literally just cry because I didn't want to be in a relationship. I didn't want to be in love. I didn't want to go through the pain again of losing someone I care about so much, deep close to me. I didn't want to go through the pain again with that. So basically, I started talking to this girl, and honestly, bro, I had such garbage social skills. I couldn't even walk up to the girl and talk to her. It took me 3 weeks to talk to this girl, and like I remember literally just like, okay, she's at this location at this time. I need to be there at this time. And literally for like 3 weeks, I was like pretty much like stalking her. This is just, bro, cold like. It was just absolutely garbage, bro. I had garbage social skills like, oh, she's here at this time. Instead of just like walking over and just say, hey, how are you? I like your shirt. It literally took me 3 weeks to say, hey, I like your shirt. What's your name? I had classes with her. I could have said something, but it took me 3 weeks to do something. 3 weeks, bro. And, walk up to her, talk to her. Oh, I like your shirt. And then she's like, oh, I like your shirt too. I was like, I was wearing some My Hero Academia shirt or something like that. And she was wearing My Hero Academia. I was like, well, we could be a thing, we could. And then it's like, I don't know. That was stupid. But, yeah, I actually genuinely was interested in her. I didn't tell you the story yet. This is a side story. But pretty much, I remember this moment. I'm not sure when exactly it happened. And I just remember this moment very clearly, and this was like a major changing point for my life. That literally, honestly, if this wasn't for the changing point in my life, I wouldn't be where I'm at. So I remember literally just looking. I play video games, right? I was like up late playing video games, and I was playing video games up late, like 12, maybe 12 o'clock. And I remember I was playing with my friend, and I just turned off the TV because calling at night. And usually from there, I'd brush my teeth. Some nights I didn't brush my teeth. I did not take care of myself at all. I didn't shower. Some weeks, there were weeks where I didn't shower. I was disgusting, completely degenerate. So I turned on my TV, but instead of just walking away, I just kind of stay here, look at the TV for a moment, and just think to myself, what have I achieved in my life? And sometimes when I play video games, these are passing thoughts in my head. So especially some of my parents talk to me like this, like, what have you? Or she didn't say exactly that, but like, oh, you need to do something. So I was playing video games all day because literally I was like, spend like 4+ hours playing video games, 5 hours, 6 hours playing video games every single day, bro, every single day. And yeah, I remember just staring at the TV and asking myself, what did I achieve in life? What have I achieved in life? Which obviously is nothing. And I was just literally just being hard on myself. I was like, you're wasting your time doing garbage. Your family is in like debt, trying to conserve energy, and you're playing like 4 hours, 5 hours, 6 hours of video games, you're not providing for your family at all. You're a loser. You're a piece of shit. You're garbage. You're a waste of space. And I just had these very negative thoughts in my head. But that one saying, what have you achieved, really stuck with me. And it really changed my life. That one thing in my head. But anyways, back to love. Love. Bro, what was that? Okay. So pretty much I talked to this girl. And honestly, this is probably the most I talked to a girl. Like, we're just literally constantly. I remember the very first time I got her number, which took weeks again. It took really like 3 weeks again of like talking to her on the side to get her number, bro. And like, I remember the first week, the first day of me getting her phone number was honestly probably one of the best times. I was like, listening to like, love songs in my earbuds, and like she was actually interested in me. We were texting for hours on end, like, da-da-da. Bro, it was just like, we just had this connection, and we were just texting back and forth, back and forth, back and forth for hours and hours. And it was like, I remember we texted each other for like 3 hours straight of just getting to know each other, over text. She was interested in me, I was interested in her. And, we talked play video games together. We did so much together. These are good memories. Sorry, I'm just thinking about it, and it's like thinking deep in my psyche. Dig around a little bit. And pretty much, I just had an amazing time with her. But there's a problem. And pretty much, I enjoyed the time I had with her so much. But, I have to record this in the second take, I guess, because I am reached the max limit of recording. So I was high on her, though. What I mean by that is, like, she was pretty much like a drug. Every single time without her, I was lonely, depressed, more depressed than without her. I was more anxious. I felt really codependent on her, I guess. Like, without her, I felt really lonely. I felt depressed. I felt really needy to her. And there's a point in our relationship where we really lost that spark. We lost this connection. I don't know why. Guessing, I don't know. I don't know why. Honestly, if probably one more dates with her, I'd probably, grow closer to her. But all we did was, like, constantly text each other back and forth. The text started coming longer dry. And then there was, like, her best friend was telling me that she was talking to someone else. And, like, she was, making gifts for him. At this point in time, we had no, like, one class together. And I just tried to do everything, try to track her, try to get more gifts, and just... I was really lonely. I remember this one moment very distinctly, one morning. I remember I jerked off this morning. And I remember going to my room, changing, and I saw these toxic women. Like, low-key, I found, like, the toxic masculinity, toxic women, like, women saying, men, we don't need men. Or, like, we should kill all men, we don't need men, and, like, some really toxic stuff. I found it on, like, randomly on my feed, and then I just I looked up that video, like, looked up toxic femininity, or toxic women. I remember that, it's like, I looked up toxic women, that one word, there's 2 words, and then I found this YouTuber named Hamza, and he completely changed my life. If you haven't seen him, he's a really amazing YouTuber. You can go subscribe to him. But subscribe to me first, bro. but he literally changed my life. He started my journey of self-improvement. And I remember for months I watched him without taking any action. I was constantly listening to sad music. And when I was with her, I felt like really dependent. And man, then I realized how broken I was. I started meditating, started doing some good habits. And I realized she wasn't the one for me. Honestly, she was just absolutely toxic. And it started, like, the relationship started becoming toxic. We lost that spark, that, I don't know, that relationship zest, that attraction from each other. Started becoming detracted from her. You know, all she did, literally, she was more degenerate than me. All she did all the day was watch anime. She had even worse social skills than me. And I did not think that was possible. She was even scared to go out in public. That was just, she had social anxiety that bad. And it was just, I realized she's very degenerate. She makes me more degenerate. And I started learning about the path of self-improvement. So I ended that relationship mainly to develop my that bullshit. Mainly, bro, what was that? Mainly to develop myself and start the journey of self-improvement. And that's, you know, like, during that relationship, I had a plan to kill myself. I had not exact plan, like, I'm gonna do this today, but like, I had an idea of how I was gonna do it. I was depressed, anxious, and I knew how to go on self-improvement to develop myself. And it was hard, but this was probably like one of the first relationships where I didn't cry. Like, I knew I was gonna end the relationship, so I cried. But after that one time I cried, I did not cry again. All I did was started working out like crazy. I started going to the gym like crazy. Honestly, if I did not have the gym, I would have ended it. But I had something to strive. I had to strive for more. Hamza helped me find my goals and dreams. He helped me just in everything in life. He helped me want to strive for more. He made me a better man. That's why I have a lot of respect for Hamza. And even though there's a lot of controversy with him, like, and his girlfriend, so that, I still have a lot of respect for him. He transformed my life. I'm still absorbing knowledge and wisdom from him. But yeah, if you haven't already, start going to the gym. It will change your life. If you have no one there for you, there was points of time where it felt really lonely. I had no one there for me. And all I had there for me was the gym, where you could let out all your negative emotions. Instead of bottling up inside of you, you will let it all out in the gym, which should not just help you make more gains, attract more women, become more confident in yourself, but it will also help you just control your emotions, have a better mindset, and it just starts everything. Thank you for watching. This is a very long one, so if you actually stick this way all the way through, I think this is the right place for you. Like and subscribe, bro. And yeah, Jesus loves you. And also, remember, always stay hungry, never satisfied. Thank you for watching. Peace.